picked off by Lindgren. Iverson with Lindgren out front. Back on, they score!
The Mount Royal Cougars men's hockey team has once again reached the Canada West playoffs after winning 18 games this season, the most since joining U Sports. The boys in blue will face a familiar opponent in the UBC Thunderbirds. The two teams met in the quarterfinals last year and split the final regular season series last weekend. Cougars head coach Bert Gilling says both sides will have to reset before Game 1 on Friday.
There's not a lot of love lost between these two teams right now, so you know, with the 5 days off in between, I think everyone's just kind of focused right now on themselves and getting everybody, you know, healthy and ready to go. And I think it adds a little bit of spice maybe to the start of the playoff series. But quite honestly, when the puck drops on Friday, it's the start of the playoffs. It is a brand new series and a brand new season.
The Cougars ended the regular season in 4th place with 38 points, just 8 behind first place. UBC finished in 5th with 23 points, which shows a large gap between the top and bottom half of the conference. Captain Tyson Helgeson says the team is happy to be in the fight with the best in Canada West.
Obviously the top teams in the league kind of had a little bit of separation this year, but I think we played most of the top teams pretty well, and it was a goal of ours to have home ice in the first round, and obviously we didn't quite get that 3rd place or the first round bye, but we're happy with the position we're in right now.
Placing in the top 4 also gives Mount Royal the opportunity to host the first round of the playoffs, something that can make a big difference as they start their playoff run.
It's obviously a lot nicer for the guys not having to go on the road and travel and don't have to have any like airplane legs or anything like that, and it's nice to kind of like sleep in your own bed at nights, but I think it's a lot nicer too being able to play in front of our own fans instead of in their barn, but I think we're all looking forward to it.
Another key to the Cougars' success this season is their ability to win overtime games. With 4 overtime wins, 1 shootout win, and only 2 shootout losses, the team has plenty of practice with the game on the line. Graduating senior Chris Gary believes the overtime experiences will give them confidence going into the most important games of the year.
Being in those games that, you know, like this is, you know, next goal wins kind of thing. So then playoffs, you know, that next goal could be, you know, the end of your season. So being in those situations is huge, and just to feel more comfortable in the playoffs. So I think heading into playoffs, if that sort of thing comes around, we're going to be ready for it.
While the team's attention is currently on Friday's game, the overall goal is to build the program into a consistent championship contender. This is becoming a reality thanks to the developing culture that focuses on the type of person that wears the Cougars logo.
Through staff, through players, people that really embrace what we're trying to do here with MRU Cougar hockey on and off the ice, in the classroom, in the conditioning methods, in the practice habits, how we want to play. We've really sharpened that. So I think that if you were to look at where we're at right now and what we have to build on versus where we're at 2 or 3 years ago, there's a much sharper focus for our program in terms of what we want to accomplish and how we want to do it.
Come cheer on your Cougars as they take on the Thunderbirds in the Canada West quarterfinals. Games start at 7:30 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if a deciding game is needed.